Hey, this is Saucy J at Keep It Simple TV. Welcome back to my channel. I missed you guys, haven't filmed in a while, but I thought I would get back into it and start up my reviews for Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Potomac, and the new one that's coming out June 1st, Real Housewives of Dubai. I think that's going to be real interesting. Are you going to watch?
That sounds, I will. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, he's a fan. He does like watching Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And okay, so, but today I'm starting a new segment called Saucy Bites, in which we will discuss hot topics, gossip, and pop culture, whatever hot going on in society. But before I get into this subject at hand, I need for you to hit the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the like button. That helps me out with the algorithm and puts me out to the YouTube universe. And please leave a comment, good, bad, or indifferent, to let me know that you stopped by. Okay? So today we're going to be talking about the slap heard around the world. And I have a guest with me, concerned citizen. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're welcome for being here. And sometimes I get a little lonely, and that's why I need for you guys to hit the subscribe button and the like button, because it drives my subscriptions up. If I get to 1,000, I can invite you guys up here and we can all talk together. Okay? So let's get into it. So the slap heard around the world is involving Will Smith and Chris Rock and the 2022 Oscars. So I don't know about you. I wasn't watching the Oscars. I haven't been really interested in them. Most of the movies, I haven't seen them, so I don't watch them. But anyway, my phone was ringing off the hook. Everybody's like, did you see Will Smith hit Chris Rock? And I was like, what? Because I'm thinking they're friends, they're cool, whatever. I turned it on. By that time, everybody's replaying it. So we see, Chris Rock, who is the host of the Academy Awards this year. He's going into his monologue, going into his routine, roasting everybody. And just so you know, the Oscars of 2022 is being produced by Will Packer, another black man who's also famous for the movie Girlfriends with Tiffany Haddish, Jada Pinkett Smith, as well as, I can't remember Regina King. And also Queen Latifah. So he's famous for that. He's done a whole host of other movies and sitcoms. He's very famous, very successful black man. So this was like everybody was, dubbing it Oscars So Black as opposed to Oscars So White. So now, we got the producer, black, the host, black, and we got Will Smith, who's up for Best Male Actor of 2022, also black. Chris is doing his usual, cracking jokes, roasting people in the audience. He happens to land on Jada. And Jada and Will is sitting up front. But Chris goes, Jada, I love you, but let me know when G.I. Jane 2 is coming out. So he's cracking on it. He's cracking on the shaved head, because if, a lot of you may be too young to remember Demi Moore's famous iconic movie called G.I. Jane, in which she also shaved her head for the role in the movie, and that was a big thing at the time, for women to walk around with a shaved head. So she was made really, really famous after that. So anyway, Will Smith, like everybody else, laughed. I laughed. I was like, yeah, that's kind of funny, I didn't think it was bad, but I did know that Jada has alopecia. She had made an announcement. But women, we would know about things like that, especially if you're keeping up with the gossip. So Will Smith laughs. He has a good, head back, teeth showing, laughing. Jada's like, I don't appreciate that joke. I guess Will Smith looked over, saw she didn't like the joke. He goes into action. He gets up, walks onto the stage, head towards Chris. Chris is looking at him like, oh Lord, what's going on? But anyway, Chris stands, he doesn't move, he puts his hands behind his back, probably thinking that maybe he might say something. Never thinking in 1,000 years that this man is getting ready to slap him with an open-handed slap. That to me is really disrespectful. When another man, what do you think, come up to you and not punch you, but takes and slap you with an open-handed slap. And he takes it well. He takes it on the chin. He gets back into the position, Will turns around with a big smile on his face, has back towards his seat, sits down, and then, Chris Rock was like, it's just a joke. Will Smith said, I think Will Smith said before that, keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth. Chris goes back, it's just a joke. Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth. And Chris Rock goes, I will. And then he also said, man, I could, meaning like I could really light into you, but you know what? I'm going to keep going and do the show. So, fast forward, Will Smith has since quit the Academy and he's no longer a member.
It's unfortunate. The whole thing is unfortunate from the standpoint, as you said, this was a black presentation from top to bottom of the accepted ones who have been accepted to this most prestigious award. They don't give it out to many black people. But it's unfortunate, the whole thing. I don't condone violence at all. It's unfortunate that Rock had to make a disparaging comment about Jada at all. I don't know why Jada was even part
Wasn't
of
really
this.
that disparaging though. I mean,
from my
she hasn't
standpoint,
been in acting in a while.
Yeah.
G.I. Jane, the original movie was very iconic. It was a blockbuster.
well, to me, I recall Chris Rock's other movie about black women and their hair. I forgot. I think it was called Hair, wasn't it?
Good hair, yes.
Good hair. So on Oscar night, he decides to look over there. He sees Jada. She thinks she's pretty with her head shaven. I didn't know she had alopecia, but even given that, a lot of black women look beautiful with shaved heads. So is he calling all black women with shaved heads G.I. Janes and G.I. Joe? To me, it was a slap in the face of all black women. Now, for Will, as you said, he was laughing. I saw it. And he had a good laugh. And he looked over there and I saw Jada's response. And it's a very negative response. She didn't tell Will to go up there, but he looked at his wife and saw that she wasn't happy about Rock's comment. And I think based on her look, the emotion welled up in Will, and he did something that a lot of times we do things on the spur of the moment that we're going to pay for a long, long time. And given if we have the opportunity to think before we act, we would not have did.
What would you have
things.
done in that situation?
I really can't say.
Would you have walked on the stage? I don't think you would have walked on the stage.
I can easily tell you right now I wouldn't have done that, but I can't say that. I really don't know. It's everybody's different with their emotions. I'm sorry they ghettoized the awards like that, Oscars. To me, they ghettoized it. And I like the fact that Rock did not retaliate. I did like that. He was about to. These boys are both from big cities. They come from rough neighborhoods, and it's natural to strike back when somebody strikes you. But in that case, Rock did show that he was a better man. He did pull back. I saw him pull back. He's about to let that right go, but he held it back. He thought about where he was, which Will did not do. Will was strictly caught up in emotion. And what can I say? He was emotional. What he did was wrong. And what I believe what Rock did was wrong as well. So we can all make decisions who did the greater wrong. I think the greater wrong is when Will walked up and slapped it.
But what going forward, what should comics do in terms of?
Well, they should do what they do. But I think
when you sit up front.
You sit up front. But again, to attack Jada for her hair, and he did attack all black women with his movie with hair.
I did take not to hold your point. Yeah. When that happened, I was like, that's karma. I felt I was taking that slap for that movie. He should have been slapped over.
Yeah.
The Good Hair movie, in which Chris Rock was rewarded. They rewarded him afterwards with he was able to do a production or a play on Broadway, The Great White Way, after he cracked on black women, and that movie went around the world. Yeah. And it's led to women like me having to say, no, I know you saw the movie, but this is all my hair.
Yes, it is. And the black woman, as you know, Sassy, is very sensitive about saucy. I'm sorry.
But I like to be sassy sometimes.
Sassy, saucy, all wonderful. I mean, hot. But, and you're hot, by the way. You're something else. But, yeah, I think the black woman is very sensitive about her hair. And Will's in love with his wife and all what they've been going through in the media. And I just think he thought this was out of place for this man to bring this up on worldwide TV to talk about the man's wife, who she was not getting an award. Will was. Will could have took any kind of joke he wanted to make about him, I'm sure. But I think, and even Will had a good time laughing, as you said, but when he looked over there, I don't know what I would have did if I'd been with my wife and she was looking good. She was really looking good.
Jada looked very beautiful.
She had a perfect head for that hairstyle. You can go all over the world and see black women with bald heads. They look good.
Right, and why she got to be military.
So why she got to be military and G.I. Jane and all that. And that was wrong. But I think the proper way, I heard other people say, but that's hindsight.
Right.
That's 20/20 vision. And we all can say, oh, I would have waited for the brother in the green room. I would have pulled him to the side. He did what he did. He's got to pay the price for that. So will Mr. Rock. He's going to have to pay the price for that as well. So
okay.
That's my comment.
All right. And is there anything else you want to talk about? Any other topics?
Well, this leads into the disrespect that I think a lot of black men have for one another. And this is a prime example of this disrespect, that Will would get that mad and forget where he was at and to bring back his world. I mean, that's the world he grew up in. He grew up in a big city. I'm sure he grew up in a rough side of town, and this is how we react. But this is not. I grew up in
a big city and then grew up in a rough side of town.
Like I said, we're all different. We all have a different
No, I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, and Will's going to have to pay, and he's lucky that they didn't take the Oscar away from him, and the Oscars show what they're worth too. I think had they got him to leave when they asked him, they would have took it away from him. But he didn't leave.
Well, they can't because they've given the award to pedophiles.
Well, they could have gave it to him. Had he left him, they got all kinds of tricks they can play. They could have said he was nominated, but he wasn't really the winner. Denzel or somebody else was the winner. They could have easily did that with him out of the place. But by him not leaving, they already knew he was getting the award, and he got it. But the standing ovation, I thought, was out of place. It just shows you how powerful Will was at that time. I don't think they should have applauded that, rewarded that at all. And I think that Chris needs to be reprimanded. He's a comedian. We want to give him a free license to say and do anything. I don't think they should get that. In this case, he paid the price for crossing the line.
Once again.
He crossed the line. I seen Chris in a dress before with blonde hair. So to me, his respect for black women is low. And he brought it out lower in the Oscars, and he got slapped in the face for that. I'm sorry, but I'm a concerned citizen. I'm concerned that we, as black men, do not have the basic respect for one another as men, and we do not respect our women, the queens. Not a man, I don't care what color you are. You don't come out here unless you come through a woman. And to sit there and to disrespect a woman who has a dis-ease, I think he knew about that already, too.
Well, he said he didn't know.
Well,
but in wrapping up, is there anything that you would like to promote before we end this segment?
Well, there's a great product on the market that I think that men who have a problem shaving, who are afraid to shave, who need to shave, have been afraid to use razors. But today in 2022, there is an aftershave product for the African American man or any man that suffers from razor bumps. It's called FaceWorks. This product can be found at faceworks.net. Faceworks.net will remove razor bumps within 5 days.
And quickly, let's
use
show
the product.
Let's show one of the jars. Ooh, okay.
All right, this is the product. This is the product. Okay. And it's an aftershave product. You put this on after you shave. Women can use it too, shaving legs, underarms, the bikini cut. Real soft, real smooth, no pain.
And say the website again?
Website is faceworks.net. Faceworks.net.
Okay. Well, okay. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for
and
having
thank
me.
you guys for stopping by and watching another segment of Saucy J at Keep It Simple TV. Thank you.
Thank you,
See
Saucy.
you
Hope
on the
to be
next
on your
one.
show
Yes.
again. Thank you.